This is not how you deal with children. You don't stuff them in the back of a car. The hell's the matter with you? No car seats. What organization is this? I want to know who the hell this is. Stuffing kids in the back of a car without any seatbelts on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am back from the southern border. I was doing some work down in southern Texas. We exposed a lot. I was not expecting to come across the stuff that we came across. Right off the bat, I want to say I really, really missed you guys. I am glad that you guys were supporting me. I want to say thank you to every single one of you guys that supported me for this trip. I really, really am proud of where we were able to go these past couple days. So I am so thankful that you guys supported me, because without your support, I could not have done this stuff. So this is why I always tell you guys, when you guys support me, you're a monthly member, or you're supporting me monthly on Patreon, or you just give a one-time donation, this is exactly what you are a part of. This is not just a victory for Drew Hernandez. This is a victory for the DH Alliance. So thank you guys very much. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the show. My name is Drew Hernandez. I am the host of this show. I'm also an investigative reporter. You might have seen me on OAN, on Fox, on Tucker Carlson, on Newsmax, Real America's Voice. Who knows? But if you guys are new to the show, I want to welcome you guys. We're going to really get down to this tonight, because this is some spicy stuff. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Please do that for me right now. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, toggle on the all option, because if you don't, YouTube wants you to be lazy. They want you to not do this. So please just subscribe, hit that bell notification, toggle on all to not get only occasional notifications, but to get daily notifications anytime I go live. Also, smash that like button, destroy that like button. Share this video far and wide, wherever you can drop a link. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from, your city, your state, your country, in the comment section below. If you guys would like to support my work, what you're going to see tonight. If you guys would like to support what you're about to see tonight, please consider dropping a super chat. I'm 100% independent, no Fox News, no CNN supporting me, just you, we the people. So we do super chats at the end of every single show. You can leave it now, in the middle of the show, or at the end. I will get to it, Q&A format at the end of the show, or you can donate directly to my website, a one-time donation. The links are in the description below. Wanted to keep that brief. glad to be back. I really missed you guys. I really, really did. And, you know, I was not expecting to come across what we came across, okay? We were doing some reporting at the southern border at a certain border wall that is incomplete in South Texas. And then we also went to this so-called Catholic charity, and we also went to the COVID-19 migrant testing facility to film reports. We stumbled across some very, very, very significant things. And I want to thank you guys for supporting me on this trip, because what you're about to see is 100% real, authentic. This is exclusive. This is coming from me, myself, and the findings that we found on this trip. This is more than a border crisis. I don't even want to call this a border crisis anymore. And hear me out, and here's why. Because based off of what I am witnessing, especially in South Texas, this is not just a border crisis. This is a strategically well-organized border crisis. This has been caused, okay? This has been strategically caused. It is very organized. You can watch it when you're down there. I'm going to show you some footage, and you guys got to stay with me, okay? Because I'm going investigative reporter on you. You guys got to really stay with me on this episode, okay? Because there's details in this thing that we really do have to point out. So first off, I want to show you guys. I went down to the southern border on Monday, like I said I would. And when we went down to the border, the gate is wide open. There's incomplete border wall all over, everywhere you look. But one thing that we did discover is that there are buses. Now, on the Mexican side of the border and on the United States side of the border, there's literally a makeshift detention facility for migrants. So by the hour, you're seeing migrant buses. Buses. The United States is busing hundreds of people in by the hour. At least every 30 minutes, a bus filled with at least 50 to 60 migrants will literally come from the Mexico-United States makeshift, it's right on the center on the border, migrant detention facility, and it will come straight through the United States, straight into the gate, and they take them right to a COVID-19 testing facility. Now, the first bus that you're going to see that is coming across the United States border through the gate, the border wall, this first bus is the same bus. I recorded this on Monday, okay? The same bus that is seen in the second clip at the COVID-19 facility is the same bus that's dropping off the migrants to be tested for COVID. They're the same bus. They're both the same bus. So they're taking them from this makeshift migrant detention facility that is literally on the United States, on the Mexican border. They bus them from there straight into the United States, straight to a COVID-19 testing facility. And then from there, they're sent to this so-called Catholic charity. And then from there, they're sent to an airport or a hotel to wait for a flight to somewhere in the United States. So I wanted to give you guys some context before I show you guys this clips, because it can get kind of confusing. But here's the first clip of these buses that are literally busing migrants from the border straight to the COVID-19 facility. Take a look. All right, America, I'm here at the southern border here in Hernandez, here in Texas. What you're seeing right here is a bus that has been designated to transport migrants illegally from Mexico, as I talk, straight into the United States of America. Upon my investigation here in McAllen, Texas, I came across the Migrant COVID-19 testing facility. Now, to understand this process in context, this begins with the human smugglers, the cartels in Mexico that are making $14 million a day off of every single one of these migrants illegally being sent across the United States southern border into the arms of the Border Patrol. Once they claim asylum, the Border Patrol will apprehend them, send them to a detention facility, or... So, real quick, let's go investigative reporter. So, notice here in the first clip, I'm going to take you back, all right? Notice here in the first clip, this bus that drives by, look at the number on that. You guys see that? That's Trail Boss Enterprises, or ENT Inc. US dot 1679374. So when you watch this is literally coming from a makeshift detention facility driving through. This is literally an open gate. Okay, this is an open gate at the United States southern border, the border wall. So this bus is busing migrants from Mexico through the United States border wall, and when they go to their destination, here's the COVID-19 testing facility, and what do you see on the bus? The same exact number, US dot 1679374. So they are literally busing them from the border through the United States of America to a COVID-19 testing facility, to a so-called Catholic charity, and then sent on a plane, sent somewhere in the United States of America. Just wanted to give you guys that context. So let's continue. Into the United States of America.
Upon my investigation here in McAllen, Texas, I came across the Migrant COVID-19 testing facility. Now, to understand this process in context, this begins with the human smugglers, the cartels in Mexico that are making $14 million a day off of every single one of these migrants illegally being sent across the United States southern border into the arms of the Border Patrol. Once they claim asylum, the Border Patrol will apprehend them, send them to a detention facility, or they will be transported to the COVID-19 testing facility. This specific bus that you're seeing here is being driven by what appears to be a transport security officer. The Border Patrol will transport them like a taxi service from a detention facility to the COVID-19 testing facility. And after this, the Border Patrol is done with them. The COVID-19 facility will either send them, if they test positive for COVID-19, to a quarantine hotel, or if they test negative, they will send them to a so-called Catholic charity that is stuffing little children in the back of a hatchback without any seats, car seats, or seat belts to be transported either to a hotel or to an airport. Nobody knows. But what's interesting about this is to understand this process, because what the Border Patrol has reported and the Border Patrol has admitted is that they have no way of identifying if these people are actually related, are actually families. Now, they can do some DNA testing, but not for hundreds of thousands of desperate and hopeless people that Joe Biden instigated and dog whistled to immediately surge the border. The truth is, not only is this a crisis, it's a strategic crisis.
So the point I want to make about that is this, okay? We have to report this accurately now. This is not only some kind of crisis that is just happening because all this stuff is now coming together, and Biden called for this, and it's just a complete mess at the southern border. Biden did call for this, but this is extremely organized, okay? Because Biden called for a surge at the border, now hundreds of thousands of desperate people now see safe passage into the United States. And when they come, it is a dangerous journey. I've talked about this on the podcast for the past 2 months, right? But once they get to the United States, here's the process. The cartels send them over with instructions to turn themselves in to the United States Border Patrol. And because Border Patrol is under orders from the top, because we have a new administration and he's changed the laws, it's catch and it's release. So the Border Patrol agents are obligated right now to apprehend these migrants. They put them in a makeshift detention facility. I'm speaking specifically in South Texas. So once the cartel sends them over, Border Patrol will apprehend them. Border Patrol will put them in a makeshift detention facility or the Donna facility XYZ. From there, they will bus them. Either they'll put them in a facility like that, or they'll take them straight on a bus, straight into the United States to a COVID-19 testing facility where apparently they're being tested. They won't let you in there. They won't let you interview anybody. They won't let you talk to anybody. But these people are apparently being tested for COVID. And if they test positive, they get sent to a quarantine hotel. If they test negative, they get sent to a so-called Catholic charity that is apparently taking care of them, giving them their needs, giving them their resources, water, blankets, XYZ, right? But when we showed up to this Catholic charity, this guy was stuffing kids into the back of a hatchback without not only seatbelts, without not only car seats, without any seats, son, okay? Whether you're Catholic, whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, I don't care what you are. This is unacceptable. A lot of people on Twitter and Instagram are, you're smearing the Catholics, No, they smeared themselves, son, okay? So I got to be honest and report the truth. I have to report the truth. This is what they were doing, okay? I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what color you are. I don't care. These actions are unacceptable. So what I want you guys to understand as we move forward with this show is that this is all strategic. Every single link in the chain is tied together. Cartels, Border Patrol, okay? And then the COVID-19 testing facility. And then the so-called Catholic charity. And then they send them on a plane to be sent somewhere in the United States. It's all incentivized by the federal government. And who's at the top? It's the Biden administration that is quarterbacking this entire operation. They're all working together. They're all working together. This is why what we saw with this guy stuffing kids in the back of a hatchback, it's human smuggling. I know Catholics probably sit there and think, oh, we're just doing the right thing. We're helping the poor migrants. No, you're aiding and abetting a human smuggling operation that takes place first with the cartels. Because the federal government and the new White House and the new administration has incentivized this and called for this. The whole process is together. It's not okay. It's not okay. This shouldn't be happening in the first place. These are hopeless and desperate people that the federal government has incentivized, has literally instigated and dog whistled from the beginning. Now the cartels are at play. Now the Border Patrol is forced to take these people on a bus from the U.S. southern border straight into the United States to some COVID-19 testing facility. And then they get sent into the arms of this fake so-called Catholic organization that's stuffing children in the back of a damn hatchback without any seats. They all work together, whether it's officially or unofficially. Every link is tied together. I watched this. I watched it in Southern Texas, and it's unacceptable. I don't care if you're a Catholic. I don't care if you're a Christian. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I do not care. This is unacceptable behavior. Now, before we move forward with what took place at the Catholic charity, I did take a trip to the Donna facility myself because I wanted to see this. I wanted to see the Donna facility. I wanted to cover this. I simply wanted to film a report outside on public property in front of the Donna facility just to get some content and film a report as to what is taking place in the facility. And this happened. This is literally what took place. Take a look.
I'm very curious.
Any media inquiries go to
Yeah, but on
Megan
public property,
Fleming.
I have to inquire you to be on public property?
Any media inquiries go to
On public property.
Megan Fleming.
So I have to inquire you, my First Amendment right to be on public property. You feel like you have the authority to tell me that?
All media inquiries go to Megan
On
Fleming.
public property.
So I'm out here at the Donna facility trying to shoot some reports on public property right here running right in front. And immediately these guards came out and told us to leave here, public property, right here on the driveway, and to go across the street. All these dudes just came out. There was more of them. And then they called the police. You can see them behind us. They called the police on us because we're shooting reports exposing the fact that Biden called for a surge at the border, which is now bringing thousands of children into this facility with reports of some of the children being raped inside this facility with horrific conditions. So it's pretty interesting because immediately these guys came out and told us to go across the street and we can't film here on public property. So they're obviously trying to hide something. Whether left or right, this should concern you. Within minutes, of just reporting. We're just standing outside the facility reporting. They sent out 3 squad cars. These people are ridiculous.
So here are the points I wanted to make about this is, listen, it's one thing when Ted Cruz is inside of the Donna facility, right? This is the same facility where Ted Cruz filmed the infamous video inside of that woke Wookiee trying to block him from filming the migrants, right? They're all wrapped up like a bunch of Chipotle burritos. Now, it's one thing when Ted Cruz gets suppressed inside of the facility because these people do not want you to see what is taking place inside of the facility under the Biden administration's watch, right? That's one thing. But now, when Drew Hernandez shows up to the Donna facility outside of the facility, outside, son, outside of the facility, on public property, not causing any disturbance, none whatsoever. When I first got there, I showed up and I wanted to film a simple report just to talk about what this place is. And within seconds, literally within seconds, all these guards, all the security showed up. The guy was wearing like a double mask. My goodness, you know what you're dealing with when you see that. But this guy, all these guards show up. And they immediately, like, you can't film here. You have to go across the street. Any media inquiries, you have to inquire X, Y, and Z, this name that they kept giving. So now I can't even stand in front of the Donna facility on public property. And for all you lemmings out there, like, oh, you're just there to cause a disturbance. Why do you have to make such a... Okay, the police showed up and said, I can be there. Is that enough for you? All right? The police showed up and said I had the right to be there on the sidewalk filming as a member of the press. Okay? Is that enough for you? So when we were there, and I knew this, I was fully aware of this, these people don't even want us filming outside of the facility. That should tell you everything. We already know what's going on inside of there. We already know what's taking place inside of there. We've already seen the images. We've already seen the videos. But now they don't even want people filming outside of the facility. These authoritarians, these damn fascists, the Biden administration has claimed to be the most transparent administration that the world, that America has ever seen. Oh, we will be nothing like the scary Trump administration that wasn't transparent. All they did was hide everything and anything that they could. They weren't honest with the American people. They were just scary, scary, scary liars. But we will unite. We will be different. We will unify. We will bring people together, and we will do that by being transparent. Yet under the Biden administration's leadership, I cannot even go to the Donna facility to film a report on public property outside. Why? Because these people are scared. They are scared because they know what they're doing is evil. They're being exposed. They know that the American people are waking up. Conservatives, patriots, nationalists, we know what's up, right? We know exactly what's up. We know what time it is. I know what time it is. I don't have to tell you this. I'm preaching to the choir. I'm speaking to the woke Wookiees right now that are on the radical left that think that this stuff is normal. They are playing you, son. They're running circles around you. Oh, we're going to be so unified. We're going to be so transparent. No, you're not. You're liars. You're covering it up because you do not honestly care. They don't want anybody to know the truth. Why? Because it's all about political optics. It's going to make the administration look bad. That is how these people calculate. They calculate based off of analytics and statistics for political gain. That is all we are to these people. That is all these migrants are to these people. This is why you have these freaking woke Wookiees coming out with double masks on, trying to violate my First Amendment right, the freedom of the press, standing in front of the Donna facility on public property, reporting to the American people what's taking place. And they said Donald Trump was the fascist. These people are all working under the leadership of this White House. We're seeing censorship. We've already been seeing censorship, but now it's coming in real time. Now it's coming off of the digital era. Now it's coming off of the internet. The Border Patrol has been gagged under the Biden administration. They cannot communicate with the media. Now I go down there to the Donna facility and these woke Wookiees come out with their double masks on trying to tell me that I cannot stand on public property and film a report for the American people. Let me ask you one question. Is that transparency or is that total BS? If you agree with me that that is total BS and a fraudulent lie and that the Biden administration is the furthest thing from transparent, drop a 1 in the comment section immediately. We have to hold these people accountable. I'm extremely passionate. If you're watching me for the first time, you know, you've seen the footage, you saw what I did at the southern border, and the reason why I did that is because we're dealing with children here, son. Kids, babies. I'm sick of it. Now they're manipulating kids. They've been that. We're talking about a political party that has zero remorse for exterminating children in the womb. Now people are seeing, okay? They're seeing what this political ideology is doing to children outside of the womb as well. They only see them as commodities. They don't care. They don't care where they're going. They don't care what their lives are going to end up being. They just want political optics to be shown as good. They just want more votes. They're thinking in terms of centuries, not the next election cycle. Democrats think in terms of centuries. Republicans and conservatives only think in terms of the next election cycle. These people do not care. And the government is leading this charge. The government is leading this charge. The Biden administration is quarterbacking this entire operation because Biden called for a surge at the border, and now all the links in the chain are coming together. This entire thing is a human smuggling operation, and we should not tolerate any of it in any way, shape, or form. I don't care if you're a leftist. I don't care if you're a right-winger. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. I don't care. You should be able to get behind the fact that this happening to little kids is unacceptable. If you can't get behind that, then get the hell out of this stream. Because this show ain't for you. All right? Because I have zero tolerance for people that show zero remorse for little kids and babies and women and desperate people being literally manipulated in order to do something for political purposes. I have zero tolerance. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Call me theatrical. Call me over the top. Call me just being overreacting because I'm sitting here and I'm ranting on a microphone. Call me whatever the hell you want because I don't care. We're talking about little kids being raped and murdered and kidnapped and human smuggled in the United States. I will hold nothing back. Nothing. I don't care what anybody says about me. I don't care what the world says about me. I don't care what any right-winger has to say about me. I don't care what any left-winger has to say about me. I am speaking truth and righteousness and justice for all. And that is what I want. That is what I want. And that's where the conversation ends. And what the Biden administration has done to these people is not that. Not that. In any way, shape, or form. Let's continue. All right? So, like I said, the process. The Biden administration, the federal government has incentivized this process. It's human smuggling from the beginning to the end. Biden called for a surge at the border. The migrants listened. They surged by the hundreds of thousands. The cartels mobilized. They're making $14 million a day off of all these people, okay, by smuggling them. They're selling their souls to the devil through the cartels. The cartels instruct them to come across the border and to turn themselves in to the Border Patrol. And because the Border Patrol is now under the leadership of a fraudulent, irresponsible administration, the Border Patrol is now put in a position to have to do this and demoralize themselves. Because the catch and release laws that have been instated by the Biden administration, the Border Patrol is now a part of the link in this chain. So now the Border Patrol, God bless their hearts, they have to apprehend these people. They have to apprehend these kids. And from there, they'll put them in some kind of detention facility or some kind of makeshift detention facility. And then they will bus them from there to a COVID-19 facility where they'll be tested. We don't know who these people are. Democrat-run organizations, and then from there, they will take them to this so-called Catholic organization where they're giving them supplies and their needs and food and water, apparently. But when we showed up, they were stuffing children into the back of a hatchback without any seats, son. Not just no car seats, not just no seat belts, no seats. And then from there, they'll apparently send them to an airport or another hotel, unverified. They're sending kids to a hotel without even verifying if these people are actually families, where the kids could be raped in there. They could be filming child porn in there. God knows. This is not love. They're not verifying these people. They don't know if they're actually families. They're just smuggling them. It's all part of the operation. They'll put them on a plane and fly them somewhere in the United States. That's coming up next. That's next on the list to expose. So when I showed up, and I know I keep repeating the process, but the reason why I keep repeating the process is because America needs to know that there is a process. Cartels, Border Patrol, COVID facility, and then sent to this fake Catholic charity, and then put on an airplane, sent somewhere in the United States. It's all a human smuggling operation. It's all tied together. It's not legal, son. These people are not legal. That's what human smuggling is. So when I showed up to the COVID-19 testing facility. I wanted to film a report. And then literally right down the street, it takes literally 2 minutes to walk down to this so-called Catholic charity, which, by the way, is run by a woman that is heavily tied with the Democrat Party. She became well known under Barack Obama. I don't personally think she's a real Catholic. She claims to be a Catholic. With this kind of behavior, this sounds like a fake profession of faith, in my opinion. In my opinion. This woman is a grifter. This woman is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This organization is literally a wolf in sheep's clothing. Why do I say that? Well, Drew, they're just helping the migrants. This is not helping migrants. Stuffing kids in the back of a hatchback without any seats is not helping migrants. And if you don't believe me and you think I'm over the top, you should be pissed off too. Here's the video. I'll show you this for myself.
So this guy's stuffing children in this car without any seatbelts on.
I'm not smuggling kids. How about you?
Very, very terrible situation.
If you're not standing up against this,
This is horrible. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is not how you deal with children. You don't stuff them in the back of a car. The hell's the matter with you? No car seats. What organization is this? I want to know who the hell this is. Stuffing kids in the back of a car without any seatbelts on.
And that is completely 100% unacceptable on many levels. There's no excuse for that. There's literally no excuse for that. I don't think anybody's going to sit here and think that that's okay, because it is 100% not okay. It's not. It is absolutely not okay. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody has to say. It is not okay in any way, shape, or form, because what these people are doing is absolutely ridiculous.
So this guy's stuffing children in this car
no
without any
one should have to
seatbelts
live
on.
like this. No one should be taking advantage of this.
how about you?
Very
What's being
terrible
done to these
situation.
people is a travesty. What's being done to these people is just 100%
It's horrible.
unacceptable.
This is
And
ridiculous.
I don't care what anybody has to
This is
say.
ridiculous.
It is not okay. So I wanted to
This is not how you deal with children.
again. So I'm gonna.
You don't stuff them in the back of a car. The hell's the matter with you? No car seats. What organization is this? I want to know who the hell this is. Stuffing kids in the back of a car without any seatbelts on.
We've been here for maybe about 20, 30 minutes after this incident where this guy was literally stuffing children into the car without any seatbelts on. We've talked to some of the locals. One of them just came up to us and was like, hey, they're not going to do this anymore until you guys leave. So we've actually kind of halted the operations here, which is literally aiding and abetting human smuggling, because the COVID facility is right down the street. This is the Catholic charity that's stuffing kids without any seatbelts or car seats into cars, taking them to some kind of unknown location. So it's interesting because of our presence just standing here is putting a halt to this operation. This is what America needs to see. This is what America needs to know. How come you guys are stuffing kids in the back of hatchbacks without any car seats? Is that Christ-like? Honest question. Why are children being stuffed in cars like that? Is that what Jesus would do? I guess that's my answer. This girl looked to be about, I would say at the max, 13, 14 years old. And I didn't know that she was pregnant when we first showed up. When we first got there, I thought she was a little kid in the front seat. When she got out is when I noticed that she was full-blown pregnant, maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe 7 months. And see, these are the types of people that Joe Biden has literally incentivized, has literally encouraged, has literally dog whistled to come into the United States of America. These are the girls that get raped. These are the girls that get taken advantage of. These are the girls that get recruited by the cartels and put into rotation with sex trafficking. They get put into prostitution rings. These are the girls that get raped on their journey to the United States of America. These people are being human smuggled. These people are being taken advantage of, and we cannot sit here and allow this to take place any longer. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody has to say. This is unacceptable. We cannot sit here and tolerate this. We cannot allow this to take place because these are human beings. These are babies. These are people that are young, that are being incentivized, that are being encouraged, that are being dog whistled. These are the people that are being raped, that are being kidnapped, that are being murdered on their journey to the southern border. To the southern border. That is exactly how this takes place. That is exactly what is taking place. And what's happening right now is Nancy Pelosi, I don't know if you guys saw this the other day. Nancy Pelosi was asked, she was questioned about what's taking place with the southern border. And she has the nerve to stand there and say that we are under good leadership. We're on a good path under the leadership at the southern border with Joe Biden, President Joe Biden. That is a total lie. You have to be an absolute moron to believe that because this is not a good path. I don't care. I don't care. This is irresponsible, regardless of your religious identification. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care if you're a Catholic. I don't care if you're a Christian. I don't care if you're a Muslim. That could have been a damn Calvary Chapel I showed up to, and I would have said the same thing. I don't care what it was. I care about the actions. I have all these people on Twitter, on Instagram. You're smearing Catholics. No, son, they smeared themselves. Their own behavior condemns themselves. Because when you're acting in darkness and the light shows up, which is kind of what I do, you get exposed. So I don't care if you're a Catholic. I don't care if you're a Christian. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't care who you are. If I show up and I roll up and you're stuffing children in the back of a hatchback without any seats, okay, I'm going to say something to you. Especially that man he was not identifying himself. He was lying. He said he didn't work for the organization. He also was lying to my face, telling me that they were being taken to the COVID-19 testing facility, which is not true, because that is where they come from. This organization is fraudulent. This organization is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't believe they represent Catholics. I don't believe they represent Jesus Christ. People were saying, oh, Drew, you need to clarify that. Clarify this because you're smearing Catholics. No, I'm not. I literally posted on my Instagram the screenshot of this guy with these kids, and I put in the caption, these people do not represent Jesus Christ. Period. Period. I don't care. I don't care what anybody has to say. This organization is led by a woman who claims to be a Catholic, who works hand in hand with the Democrat Party, and she became known under the Barack Obama administration. This administration and this organization is literally a wolf in sheep's clothing. A wolf in sheep's clothing. And the reason why we don't get that many views is because the world doesn't want you to see this. This is why YouTube suppresses us. This is why big tech tries to shadow ban us, because they want to hide this stuff. This ain't no QAnon conspiracy theory, okay? This ain't no Q conspiracy theory of kids being held hostage under the Capitol. I am showing you human smuggling taking place in the United States of America. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about this. I don't care if they're Catholic. It means nothing to me. This is illegal. This is wrong. This should not be taking place. They are a link in the chain. Like I said, cartels, Border Patrol, COVID-19 facility, and then the Catholic charity people are illegally smuggling little kids, stuffing them into the back of a damn hatchback. Oh, and if people are saying it was staged, are you serious? Go down there yourself. You'll see it. It's happening in broad daylight every 30 minutes. I challenge anybody, go down there right now. Anyone that's a skeptic saying it was staged, dude, go down there. This is happening literally every 30 minutes. Go down in broad daylight. All you got to do is show up. Literally. It's unacceptable. This does not represent Jesus Christ whatsoever or any faith. This should not represent America. It definitely represents Joe Biden proclaiming to be a Catholic and a man of faith. This is not actions of faith. Jesus would not accept this in any way, shape, or form. This is not how these situations should be handled. These kids could get crushed. No seatbelts, no car seats, no seats, stuffed in the back of a hatchback. If they get rear-ended, these kids will be crushed. They'll die. It's not okay. And I know a lot of Hispanics, Latinos are out here like, Drew, come on, man. Latinos are used to stuff in a car. They think it's normal. Yeah, that's the problem. It's not normal. That's the problem. It's not normal. None of this is normal. This is happening in broad daylight. I said this on OAN. I said it with Jones. I said it with everyone I did media with today. I think Americans, they picture human smuggling taking place in the late of night, pitch black, nobody can see. This is happening in broad daylight. I don't care where they're being taken. I don't care if they're being taken to the airport. I don't care if they're being taken to a hotel where they could probably get raped because they're not verifying who the hell's in this hotel. I don't care. You don't stuff kids into a damn hatchback without any seats. So I'm just fed up, man. That's why I acted the way I did. This is never acceptable. It's never acceptable. I don't care what your religion is, bro. Save it. Save it. I don't care. You don't deal with kids like this. You don't deal with kids like this. I don't care if that was a Catholic organization, a Christian organization, a Muslim organization. I would have rebuked the hell out of it like I did that day. I would have done the same thing. I don't care. I don't care. I literally do not care. This is unacceptable behavior. The federal government has incentivized this. They've encouraged this. Now they've literally dragged the Border Patrol into this. Now these so-called Catholic charities are involved now. They're all smuggling. This is illegal because these people are not U.S. citizens. We can't even verify if they're actually claiming asylum. The Biden administration is not verifying this. You can't sit here and say, no, these are just people that are seeking asylum. Yes, some of them may be, but some of them are not. They're taking advantage of the situation. They're lying. You guys want some nuance? You guys want to hear some nuance? What's taking place, the Border Patrol knows what's happening. They know that this is wrong. They know that this is taking place. I don't want you guys to think that I'm coming out and I'm coming against the Border Patrol or anything. They're put in this position. This is my view on this. And I told Alex this too. I told all the guys. They're trying to demoralize the Border Patrol just like the radical left is trying to demoralize the police. They want them. They know that there are good men in the Border Patrol that hate this, that are now put in a position to make a decision. Do I quit or do I stay? They want these men and women to quit, just like the police. They want to demoralize them so they can get rid of all the good guys so they can move in all the bad guys to do their evil, dirty work. That's how it works. That's what communist regimes do. They want to demoralize the police. They want to demoralize the military. They want to demoralize the border patrol so all the good guys quit so they can move in the evil guys to do their damn dirty work and continue to human smuggle children on a daily basis. This is irresponsible. Irresponsible on so many levels. On so many levels. Well, we're going to do some super chats. Like I said, when you drop a super chat, now I mean this with all that I am, okay? When you drop a super chat, when you donate directly to my website, I'm 100% independent. I work for you. This is what you are supporting. This type of investigative journalism, this is literally where your money is going. Obviously, it's supporting me. This is my livelihood. I do this full time. But your donations are going directly to this. By God's grace, I have the ability, I don't know, every time I go out, I end up uncovering some crazy stuff, whether it's with Antifa or BLM or now the border. I don't know. God has just really put me in this crazy position. I don't know. I'm like a flashlight just walking around. That's why people hate me so much. But thank you guys for your contributions. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your support, because without you, I could not have done this. This is literally what you guys are supporting. Fox ain't doing this. CNN ain't doing this. Drew Hernandez is doing this. So stop supporting grifters. Stop giving your money to freaking Disney Plus. Stop giving your money to conservative grifters that all they do is they post memes and all this garbage. They grift and they try and be reporters, but they don't do anything. They don't make news. I was able to get on OAN, Newsmax, all these news organizations to talk about this and expose this. So when you guys are supporting me financially, this is exactly where it's going. So I thank you. I thank you with all of my heart, because what we're doing right now is we are exposing evil. So if you would like to join me, the DH Alliance, and you'd like to come alongside of me, the DH Alliance, and you would like to support me in what I am doing, you could support me monthly, become a member on this channel, or drop a super chat, or you could donate directly on my website. The link is in the description below. Okay, let's get to some super chats right now. I think we got a few. So let me pull this up real quick. I'm going to do my best to get to all of these. Like I said, I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting me on this trip. This ain't the last trip. I'm not done. I am not done. I got a lot of stuff planned, man. Not just with the border, but with BLM, Antifa, all this different stuff. So let me pull this up real quick. Sorry, guys. We're getting to your super chats. And if you're not going to stay for super chats, please subscribe to the channel immediately and hit that bell notification and smash that like button if you're not going to hang back. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, we have a super chat from Subian Knot. Subian Knot, thank you for the $2 super chat. We salute you. Thank you for the support. All of your contributions are going directly to these kinds of reports. So I hope I'm not letting you down. We have another super chat from Brianna Hernandez. We salute you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Brianna Hernandez says, or Brianna, how long until the illegals get citizenship so they can vote Dem for generations to come? It's so obvious. That's why they are busing them into the U.S. Yeah, absolutely. That's it. That's it. Like I said earlier in the show, this is a generational game. They're looking for centuries of future voters. I'm not sure how long, but it's coming. I'm pretty sure the Biden administration is lawless. They're going to do whatever they want at this point. They're going to give all these people citizenship. You don't even have to be a citizen to vote at this point. What does it even matter? What does it even matter? Voter ID is racist. Look how they all go together. Voter ID is racist because people of color, they can't, it's the most racist thing to say, right? That's literally what they say. Voter ID is racist because they can't afford it and they're not smart enough to figure it out. That's literally what they say. That's their argument as to why voter ID is racist. So it doesn't matter if they're made citizens because you don't need an ID to vote anyways. So they're just going to have these people voting, and you know how these elections are going, so none of it matters. We're living in a generation of lawlessness. They want these people for the next generation of voters for centuries to come. You're absolutely right. And I have some views on that, on how we can combat that. But we have another super chat from Lindsay. Lindsay, we salute you. Lindsay, thank you for supporting the DH Alliance. Thank you for the $30 super chat. Lindsay says, proud of your work. Valley is all compadre, system cronies. Nickname fajitas. It's all they know. Eat fajitas and drink beer. Yes, there is definitely so much criminal activity taking place at the South Texas border. And I'm telling you, man, there are people, I've been getting messages, this is staged. It's not even real. It's staged. It's like, okay, then go down there yourself. You could literally look up the charity and go down there yourself and watch this. Don't make a scene. We made a scene because we saw freaking kids getting stuffed into a damn car. What are you supposed to do? We literally walked up to that. So you can go down there yourself and take a look at it yourself. Not you, Lindsay. I'm talking to people that are thinking we staged this somehow. It's like, I'm not that creative. I'm not that good. What the hell? Thanks for the compliment, but you know. So we have another super chat from Charlie Charleston. Thank you. We salute you with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Charlie Charleston. Charlie says, say Drew, so if there is an American live streaming or appearing to be, they turn it off at the portal. Killing American citizens brings the military. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but if you're referring to what happened to me at the Donna facility, I was literally standing at the front gate on public property, and they were trying to stop me from filming. And they were trying to tell me to go across the street. That alone is illegal. You cannot tell me that because I'm a member of the media. I have my First Amendment right, the freedom of the press. I'm on public property, and the American people deserve to know what is taking place. And I was simply there, not to troll, not to cause drama, not to stir anything up. I was there to film a report. And these people still were trying to suppress me. Still. So we have another super chat from Shirley Mohilison. I don't know, man. Shirley, thank you for the $25 super chat. Shirley says, do you know yet what happens after plane trip? Praying for your safety. Shirley, you read my mind. That's next. That's next on the list. You read my mind. As of right now, we did interview one of the migrants. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some insider stuff. So after they're sent to the airport, one of the migrants told us, she said that she is being flown to Maryland, okay? She said she's being flown to Maryland because she was asked, do you have any family in the United States? She lied. And she said, well, I think I have a cousin in Maryland. So booked her a flight. They're sending her to Maryland. Where does she go from there? I have no idea. This is happening across the U.S. So what I think is we're probably going to start to see some migrant camps, homeless camps, in big blue cities, in states. So that's kind of where my mind's going next, just to give you guys a little preview of where I'm kind of looking to next. So Shirley, you read my mind. Thank you. We have another super chat from Judy P. Real quick, we have a $100 donation from Deborah Cannett, Miss Cannett. Thank you for the $100 donation. We just received a $100 donation from Debbie Cannett. Thank you so much for the contribution. Thank you so much for supporting us. You are literally the reason why we have the ability to do this and to continue to do this and break the truth and break this news. This isn't even just about news. You know, it's not about just getting a good story. We're talking about like humans here. We're talking about lives. We're talking about people that are being manipulated. We're talking about just breaking the truth. Ooh, that's a good name. Instead of breaking news, breaking the truth. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Sometimes I say things, I'm like, that's how I feel. I'm not even breaking news. I'm just breaking the truth. It's got a ring to it, huh? All right. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you so much for the $100 donation, Debbie Cannett. We have another super chat from Judy P. Judy P, thank you for the $50 super chat. Thank you so much for the support. There's no comment here. I'm assuming, Judy, you support me a lot, so I truly do appreciate it, guys. You guys have no idea how much that truly does mean to me. The team is texting me right now. They're like, breaking the truth. I don't know, something. So yes, thank you so much, Judy P, for the donation. Listen, I don't care about money, man. I just see it as a tool to get done what I need to do for the good and future of humanity. So thank you guys so much. Judy P, I appreciate the support. We have a $10 donation from Kelly Joyner on Cash App. Kelly Joyner, thank you for the $10 donation on Cash App. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for the support on there as well. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Want to give a shout out to Kelly Joyner for supporting the DH Alliance and our mission. We are all in this together. Guys, give a round of applause for all of you guys. Every single one of you that donated to make this trip happen. This is what you guys are accomplishing. Literally, this is what you guys are accomplishing. So don't just say, good job, Drew. Good job, all of you. All of you, okay? Because when you donate, this is what you are literally doing. So I thank you guys very, very, very much. Okay, we have another super chat from Clayton Ashcraft. Another super chat from Clayton Ashcraft. Clayton, thank you for the $5 super chat. Clayton says, keep doing God's work, brother. Clayton, I definitely will. That is literally the anthem and the soundtrack to my life, doing God's work, because God did the work on the cross to save my life. I am in debt to him forever. So I agree with you, Clayton. We have another super chat. We have another super chat. Let me pull this up real quick. Sorry, my thing just refreshed. Clayton, right? We have another super chat from Ben Yafi. Ben Yafi, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, man, or Ben Yafa, I'm not sure. Thank you for the $25 super chat. Ben says, thank you for everything, Drew. It's been rough here in Cali, but your daily streams help a lot. You've helped me start finding my faith, and we're all grateful. By any chance, would you ever consider going on Elijah's CT? Oh, yeah, Elijah. I mean, I would like to go on Elijah's. I've been on Elijah's show before, and Elijah's my boy, man. But it would have to be a topic that really does mean something to me. You know, like when I'm doing stuff like that, I don't like doing stuff for the sake of shock value or, you know, like viral views. Like I would really like to debate someone that really does have some serious issues. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I would love to be on Elijah's show. I've been on Elijah's show many times. Elijah's my boy. But yes, thank you, Ben. Hey, man, I'm on another note, Ben. I am very grateful that this show has encouraged you. I know California sucks. It is terrible. It is literally a third world, especially in the Los Angeles area, Los Angeles County area. Keep your head up, man. Keep the faith. Keep trusting in God, dude. Keep your connection with Christ and your daily walk in the Word, and He will lead you. He will guide you, because without Him, we could do nothing. And I think you're starting to slowly see that. So I'm glad that my show can be a part of that and to encourage you. Just see it as God's providence and God's sovereignty that He's attempting to speak to you and encourage you where you are at in this very specific time. So see it as that, man. I love you, and I want you to know that I'm praying for you. My wife is as well. We have a $25 donation from Lola TX20 on Lola on Cash App. Thank you so much for the $25 donation, Lola. Lola says, for your dinner. Good work. Thank you so much. My wife is going to appreciate that. Maybe I'll get like a fat burrito after this, because I am definitely hungry, especially doing a bunch of news hits. I actually might be on OAN right now, because I did a pre-recorded interview. I was on Real America's Voice today, Newsmax, and I might be on OAN right now. I think they're playing it. I don't know what time, but it's between this hour, so the next hour. So I'm probably going to go have my what? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, we have another super chat from Sonia Peterson Shepherd. We have a $10 super chat. Sonia Peterson Shepherd, we salute you. Sonia says, keep it. We need people like you. We need people speaking the truth. Thank you. I'm assuming that was keep it up. Sonia, you are a frequent supporter of mine. Thank you so much. I wish there was more I can do for you, but I think the best I can do is perform at my top level when I'm reporting and providing this kind of coverage. So Sonia, thank you so much for your continued support. We have another super chat from Safia H. Thank you for the $5 super chat. We salute you. Safia H says, we could not have seen any of this without you. This is reality. Thank you, Drew. And I could have not gotten there without you. All these donations, everything that's coming in, I could have not gotten there without people that are supporting me and sponsoring me. So I can't take full credit. I have to give all glory to God, but at the same time, I have to show honor where honor is due. And every single one of you that drop a super chat or you donate directly to my website, I'm putting my life on the line, man. There were cartels in the area that knew that we were there, okay? Especially at the airport. We had people tatted up with angels of death all over them. They knew we were there, man. So I want you guys to know, all right? I'm putting my life on the line when I'm reporting BLM, Antifa, and now even the southern border. So, but it must be done. It must be done. It must be done. So thank you so much for your support. We have another super chat. Let me refresh this real quick. Wow, we got a lot. Thank you guys, man. This is awesome. Where'd I leave off? Right here? Okay, we have another super chat from S. White Jones. Thank you for the $20 super chat. S. White Jones says, Jesus Christ is King. Hallelujah. Amen. Never bow down. Give Jesus Christ the glory. Absolutely. Give God all the glory, and I show honor to where honor is due because people have sent me out here. I 100% agree. Every knee shall bow, every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord forever and ever and after. I agree. We have another super chat from Ryan Ponganis. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Ryan says, get it, brother. SH blank T is bad and getting worse. It is. Because this administration has incentivized this. They've caused this. They've instigated it. Guys, listen. It's only been 2.5 months. only around 2.5 months into this man's administration, and it's already this bad. Okay? So I'm hopeful, I really am, that there's a lot of voter remorse out there. That there's a lot of Biden voters out there that I really hope you guys are really waking up, because this is unacceptable. We cannot have a country. This will not sustain everything we've been saying. We're now being proven right. It's only been 2 months. And here we are. We have another super chat from Adrian Sanchez. Adrian Sanchez, we salute you. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Adrian says, welcome back. This is from my 14-year-old son, Max, and me. My son says, God bless and thank you for exposing the truth. Hey, Max, thank you, buddy. I truly appreciate it, man. You have no idea how much it means to me. I'm glad that you're there alongside of your parents, your family, or whoever's taking care of you. Make sure to continue to be there, and also make sure to be a blessing. That is a good thing, especially God is honored when you are a blessing to your guardians or your parents. So, Max, I truly appreciate it, man. I hope one day that you'll be your own truth seeker and you'll be someone that will always be discerning and vetting and literally filtering everything you ever hear, because if you don't, you're going to be lied to. So Max, love you, buddy. Thank you, Adrian Sanchez, for the $10 super chat. I truly appreciate it. We have another super chat from Whatever and Everything. Hey, Whatever and Everything, we salute you. A frequent supporter of mine. Thank you. Whatever and Everything with the $5 super chat says, love the truth and passion, bro. You do what others are scared to do. That's speak up. If more people spoke up and weren't cowards, things would change. Yes, we have to continue to speak up. This is just who I am, man. I'm just a very passionate, loud person, especially in the context of speaking out and speaking up for those that cannot speak for themselves. If we continue to do that, they're going to hear us. And we have to literally start legislating. We have to get people, we have to get patriots, we have to get nationalists, we have to get Americans in positions of power to change these things drastically. America first is where we need to be, because right now we're America last, okay? That is literally where we are, all right? And you're seeing it with this migrant influx. We are being put on the back burner, and this is our country. This is our country. We have another super chat from Rachel. Rachel, we salute you, Rachel. Thank you so much. Another frequent supporter of mine, a well-known figure in the DH Alliance. We thank you so much. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Rachel says, I have too many questions to fit in here. Plus, I don't want to ask anything that might risk getting your stream shut down. But thank you for your dedication and your hard work. I know there's just so much. That's why I couldn't play clips of Alex. I wish I could have. I would have played the whole thing, but I couldn't. There's things that we can't talk about, unfortunately, here on friggin' YouTube. But I truly appreciate your support, Rachel. Thank you. We have another super chat from Brianna Hernandez. We salute you. Another $10 super chat. Brianna Hernandez says, I live in LA and guarantee a bunch of the migrants will be sent here. They are. They're being sent to California. They're being sent to Las Vegas. They're being sent to Arizona. They're being sent across the nation. I live in LA and guarantee a bunch of the migrants will be sent here. That's the last thing we need since we already have tons of homeless. Yep, it's coming, man. They want this. This is what I've been talking about with Alex and Owen. I'm like, they want this, bro. They want millions of people in the population desperate, destitute, poor, helpless, and completely dependable on the state. That's what they want. They want a population that they can control. And people that have sold their souls to the devil in the Democrat Party or even the deep state on the right, these people will be forever indebted to this political party for the rest of their lives. They will vote in suit, they will act in suit, and they will do everything that this political party requires them to do because they're the ones that save their lives. So what we have to do, honestly, I think listen, just hear me out, guys. These migrants aren't going anywhere. I know a lot of people are like, enforce the laws, deport them. It's not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. We got Biden. It's not going to happen. We don't have Trump anymore. These people are here to stay at this point. Okay. So, I mean, we got to play their game. I think we have to, go on offense. And I think especially the Latino community, Hispanics, those that are patriots, nationalists, Americans that speak Spanish, we have to start targeting these communities and red pilling them. We really do. We have to expose the truth to them. We have to explain to them that they're being used, that they've been brought here for political purposes, that they're nothing but political pawns to the Democrat Party. This is how it works in the United States. And I think we have to really start educating some of these people. And I know some people are like, no. You want to, I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we have to work with where we are. They're not going anywhere, bro. They're not. Biden is not going to deport people. They're here now. So we have to figure these things out. And I'm just trying to offer solutions, man. I mean, I don't know at this point. I don't know. I mean, because the Biden administration is not getting rid of anybody. That's a fact. So we have another super chat from S. White Jones. We salute you. S. White Jones, thank you for the $25 super chat. S. White Jones says, lost my only son in a tragic car accident in June of 2020. I found his Bible in his room. And on the inside page, he dedicated his life to Christ. God is awesome. Wow. I don't have any words. I don't have any words, S. White Jones. I think the only thing I can say is this might sound really weird, but if you're a Christian, I think you're gonna know what I'm talking about, right? I think that could have been probably the greatest closure you probably could have ever experienced. Because I think as someone that has lost someone so close to them, it's a tragic thing. It breaks our hearts. God knows. He can sympathize with our weaknesses, and it shatters us and it destroys us. But in our weakness, he's made strong. In our imperfection, we know that Christ, his grace is sufficient. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think as Christians, we have the peace of knowing that those that place their faith in Christ, Jesus made it very clear, especially when Lazarus died and he raised him from the dead. What did Jesus say? He said, I'm the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he dies, he will live forever because he believes in me. So, I mean, I think it's a horrific situation. But in the context of Christianity and our hope in Christ, I really hope that you found the closure to know that your son was a born-again believer in Christ according to his profession in Christ. And I think this sounds so weird, man, but I think it you know what I'm talking about, man. You know that is a peace of mind. When we talk about, the Bible talks about a peace that surpasses all understanding. I think that's what I'm trying to explain, and there's no words for it. There's no words for it, other than I think that you've been given that. So, man, my wife is crying right now, guys. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, man. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, man. I truly agree. that God is awesome. Man, so we have another super chat from Neon Bright. We salute you, Neon Bright. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Neon Bright says, thank you for all your hard work in reporting the border crisis. Thank you, Neon. Because I can go out and put in the work, but there are those who are sent, and then there are those who send. And I think it looks like right now I'm the one who is sent. And so I thank you guys for all your donations, because that helps me to be sent. I don't have a gigantic media company behind me, so I only have we the people. So I truly appreciate it. We have another super chat from Brooke Kebalos. We have another super chat from Brooke, a $5 super chat. Brooke says, God bless you, Drew. I love you, my brother. I love you, and God bless you. Brooke says, I love you, my brother in Christ, praying for you and your family daily. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody, I really, really covet your prayers. My wife especially when I'm out here doing some dangerous stuff. You can only imagine how my wife feels. But this is where God has led us. So thank you for your prayers. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you for the encouragement. God knows that we need it. And I truly, truly do appreciate the love and the support that I get from every single one of you guys. So I want you guys to know that. I really do. Alrighty, guys. So I am going to let you guys go. If you guys can do me a huge favor, thank you. Like I said, if you guys would like to continue to support me, you can become a monthly member on this channel. The link is in the description, or drop a one-time donation. The link is in the description below. We have another super chat from S. White Jones. Thank you, S. White Jones. Says, confirmation for my son from Christ. That's what was on my heart to say. And sometimes, you know, I was a youth pastor for 6 years, okay? This is where my heart's at, okay? As a pastor, I'm talking to you as a pastor. There are some times in ministry when, because people's maturity levels are not quite there, they won't understand the truth. Even though it's true, they may not be mature enough to accept that truth. So as you're doing ministry, you know, for a while, you kind of discover, you got to feel like, okay, well, I can maybe say that, but they may not be in a place to receive that yet. So that's why I was refraining from saying that, S. White Jones. That's what I wanted to say, but I've learned being a pastor over the years, I got to, you know, I don't know if this person's there, but I know you're there. And it's a confirmation to me when the Bible says, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience, right? It produces maturity. So S. White Jones, I feel very blessed in my heart to know that another believer in Christ that's a really hard level to be, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, because when stuff like that happens, those are things that usually cause people to depart from Christ and blame him. And I just wasn't sure if that's where you were, so that's why I didn't say it. So I truly appreciate it, S. White Jones. I really do. And I'm praying for you. My wife is praying for you. And I know you've been made stronger through these trials, and you will continue to be made stronger. But always keep that confirmation from Christ as a blessing and an eternal closure. Not just closure on this side of heaven. You've been given eternal closure and peace of mind. And that's something that no one could ever take away from you. I don't care what anybody says. So, alrighty, guys. Thank you so much tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. All the new members that became members tonight. I truly appreciate you guys. I thank you guys. I want to give a shout out to all the new members, all my monthly supporters. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for coming alongside of me. The DH Alliance, it's bigger than just Drew Hernandez. This is something this is totally organic, grassroots. You guys are the ones that are building this. You guys are the ones that are funding this. You guys are the ones that are sending me out. This is all because of you. So thank you guys very much. I truly appreciate it. Remember, we do this show Monday through Friday. If I'm not on the road, I'll try and do it on the road. But forgive me if I'm out reporting and I can't do this show every single night. I'm only one man. So thank you guys for supporting me. We do this show Monday through Friday, every day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to share this video far and wide wherever you could post a link, and follow me on all my socials, guys. This is the kind of stuff that people need to see. So I truly appreciate it, guys. I love you guys very much. I hope that you guys enjoyed this report. I know it's not easy to watch, but the American people deserve to see this. So I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing. And until next time, stay free.